Hello, here we're presenting the Robert W. Schupp Client Admin Portal for Legal Documentation. This was developed by Sunburst Solutions. I'm Mefford.
And I'm Quickstad. Let's get into it.
We began the first semester with requirements gathering. When we were first requirements gathering, we discussed with Mary, we found new user approval to be necessary, file management, user management, and email capabilities.
So in terms of user management, as a super user, we want to be able to approve incoming users to prevent bad actors from gaining access to our website. Since there's going to be sensitive information stored on this website, we wanted to make sure it was secure. So we came up with a process where new users can apply to be part of the system, and a super user can approve or not approve of the new user.
File sharing is another important component of the system. An approved user needs to be able to share files with legal representation so different people can make changes and updates to these important legal documents.
Some of the development techniques we used were agile development and frequent stand-up meetings to communicate ideas. These were useful to coordinate our tasks between each other and make sure that we weren't working on the same thing or working in irrelevant areas, and it just made it much more efficient. The client was also helpful by providing us useful feedback and keeping us on task and making sure that we were working on things that were actually necessary or desired by the client.
The architecture implemented by the team is the model view controller. This was used because the system needs to provide continually changing data for a variety of users. It's also beneficial because future developers will be familiar with this architecture and easily expand on it. Detailed design dedicates the needs of the business that will be satisfied from a database consisting of users and files. Here we get a hint of our normalized database, which was designed to reduce redundancy and improve integrity. Users access this database through the web portal.
Here we have our entity relationship diagram. So this is basically just a visual model of all the classes that are used in the background of the application. So this is mainly backend for us as developers or for future developers who may need to work in this application. This provides a quick way to see the different classes and how they're all related.
Regarding implementation, the team chose to use Node.js with a MongoDB database. The development environment was Visual Studio Code, and we also got great use from Windows Subsystem for Linux, and another team member used Linux as their desktop. GitHub was great for contributing to the project, and Amazon Web Services host our application.
The value added was increased reliability because it was hosted in the cloud. As long as Amazon is up, our website is up. It also improved the appearance because we had Bootstrap for our front end. It had a nice toolbox of just great visual additions to our website. There's also improved scalability due to it being hosted in the cloud. New resources can be added or taken away at will, and this can be really great for end users because as their company grows, so can their website. We've also improved navigation and saved the user a few headaches while clicking around the page.
Lessons learned include the Node Package Manager tool, web hosting experience, requirements gathering techniques, communication and scheduling, software development strategies, documentation, and best practices. This was a great way to wrap up all the things we learned at university.
Now let's go ahead and get into the actual application. So here's the page we're greeted with when we first navigate to our URL. It's a nice login page, or users have the option to create an account. So we'll go ahead and log in. This is a test account we've been using for administrators.
We start with the file management page where users can share important files with their legal representation to be edited and then later re-downloaded. And these sort of files can go back and forth until the document reaches exactly where it needs to be. This is useful for things like contracts, memorandums, eviction notices, etc. This law firm specializes in personalized documentation, so this type of thing is very useful for them. It's easy to quickly log in. First thing you see is your download button, and you just get right to what you need. Another quick thing to do is delete. Easily delete a file, and it is gone. The upload is easy to get to. We did a quick left sidebar navigation, available everywhere throughout the system. Select a file. The file selected is shown, and it is easy to upload. A quick message shows the user that the file is uploaded, and they are on their way.
We can now navigate back to files, and here we see our newly uploaded document. This menu is only available to administrators, and it's a quick way to view all users that are in the system. From here, we can see quick contact information such as email, phone number, and the role of the user. Here we can also contact users. So we'll go ahead and send myself a message, and we'll just say, hello. You can go ahead and send that, and you're greeted with a quick notification that your email did in fact send. We can also remove users here for things such as maybe they found legal representation elsewhere, or a user just needs to be removed for some other reason, such as a new account or something else. And we can see that that worked, and move on to approve users. We'll revisit this page later, but this is basically a page where new users will come after they've registered for our website. From here, admins will be able to approve or deny the new user's application to our system.
On the account page, a user can update their personal information.
We can navigate back to our user and see that our information has indeed been updated. Now we'll go ahead and show the functionality for basic users.